Yo, 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 what's going on? What is going on? What is going on? What's going on? Parmesan cheese. Hey, what's going on? I did not see the XFL. Did not. But I heard really good things about it. So definitely gotta talk about that. A little bit. What's going on, B Tyler? You feel me? What's happening? What's happening? Let me know if y'all can see me, y'all can hear me. CJ, if you're hot, stay in. Brandon Aldridge, big fan of yours, Panthers for life. You already know what it is. So, what's going on, everybody? You know I gotta get this started off right, like always. So I gotta do my patent. Me, hold on. Get my voice right, get everything right. Hold on. Yo! On LCameraTV, make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. So, guys, free agency is right around the corner. Right around the corner, actually. We really lost Rivera, Kinkley, Olsen all in 3 months. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We really lost almost everybody. Besides Cam. Literally, like, the only person really from that whole regime is Cam Newton. And that's about it. Everybody else, James Bradbury's a free agent. Trey Boston's a free agent. Luke Kinkley's gone. Greg Olson's gone. Charles Johnson's gone. Thomas Davis gone. All these guys that were synonymous with that run that we had are all gone. So, we gotta talk about that. They're so wishy-washy. AB Cam. 1 minute we're keeping him. Next minute we're trading him. What's going on, Caleb Hudson? What's going on, Run CMC? What's happening? So, my thing is this. First of all, with the Cam trading thing, I don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it sounds like, from what I'm seeing, that they don't want to commit to anything until they see if he's healthy. That's what they're doing. They're like, we're not going to say anything, period. Cam has obviously already stated that he wants to stay there. He wants to, you know what I'm saying, basically revitalize, his career and, and basically show them he has a lot to prove. But we'll see how the whole thing goes. I watch all your videos. What do you think of Roy? I think we are dumb. He has no NFL experience. Now, okay, so first of all, what I think about Matt Rule, I think Matt Rule's gonna be a good coach. I think Eric Bieniemy would have been a better coach. Eric Bieniemy is, look at what he did in the Super Bowl. That offense is high powered. I think he would have been a better coach for the Carolina Panthers. But again, black coaches don't get hired. It's just what it is. So that's that. Are we keeping Gerald McCoy? No, we should not keep Gerald McCoy. We should not keep Dontari Poe. We should not keep Jarius Wright. We should let all these older guys that are taking up all this money, Mike Davis or whatever, all these guys walk. Let them all walk. What's going on, Trail One? What's happening? Should have got Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy is a better coach. Mike McCarthy, I'm happy we didn't get him. I'm just be honest with you. Mike McCarthy, I need to see him do something without a Hall of Fame quarterback. Mind you, most of his career he had a Hall of Fame quarterback. So we can't really. No, don't sell it. I'm actually happy with David Tipper as owner. Actually, David Tipper, I'm very happy with because he doesn't mind spending money. And he's like the new Jerry Jones for us. He's like, that's what he is. He's like gonna spend money like crazy, and I don't think he's gonna be involved with the football side like Jerry Jones is. So he has the money, but he's not gonna be involved in the football day-to-day stuff, which I really like. Send the billions to the Hornets. Run CMC. McCoy deserves another year. What up, Run CMC? I want to give Chris Hogan a chance. No, let Chris Hogan walk too. All right. The reason why I say that is because of this. One, this draft is littered with receivers. I don't want us to get AJ Green or Robbie Anderson anymore. Just there's no reason to. Like, to spend draft capital, find money basically on a receiver this draft is not smart because there's so many. This draft is so deep into the third and fourth round, you can find a baller. So it's like they're saying Laviska Schultz is falling to the second round. Like, think about that. Laviska Schultz last year, before the season started, was considered the second best receiver coming out of college. Now they're saying he's a second rounder. You can get a baller in Laviska Schultz for a second round pick. Come on, man. What's going on, B. Amos? As CJ, nah, bro, we need that money that we paying McCoy. What's going on, Kendrick McMichael? What's going on? What's going on? Brandon Ultra Facts. We owe him as okay. Gerald needs to go. We wish we would pick up Chris Jones, draft Auburn, defensive tackle, and we are set. No, the only why we shouldn't pick up Chris Jones, one, is because you're already paying K'Wan Short and you can't get out his contract yet. So maybe if that was the situation where we didn't have another high-paid D tackle, then yeah. But K'Wan Short's still on our roster and we can't get out his contract yet. So what I was saying is this. My two free agent targets would be Anthony Canizero, whatever, from the Colts, and Yannick Ngakoue, whatever, from the Jaguars. The reason why I say that is because of this. One, we need a left tackle, and we need a good one, and we can't mess around with another one. You know what I'm saying? Because if this is going to be Cam Newton's prove-it year, I don't want his prove-it year to be ruined by bad O-line play. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I would be all in on getting Anthony, whatever his name is. He has a hard last name, Canizero, or whatever his name is. I'll be all in on getting him. And then I would go to the opposite side and get Yannick Ngakoue. The reason why I say that is because if we get the 7th pick in the draft, we have the 7th pick in the draft. We have the 7th pick in the draft. We can draft Derek Brown from Auburn, and then you will have Brian Burns starting, Yannick Ngakoue starting, Derek Brown and K'Wan Short. I think that'll be a really good D-line. I think it'll be a very good D-line. So that's my thing. Let me read some of this. We need to worry about Bradbury and Trey Boston before Gerald. Personally, I feel like we won't bring any of them back. Hogan can't block, but he's the only identical piece to Olsen in terms of catching. What's good, Kendrick? Sup, Run CMC? What's good, Kendrick? CJ, you know it, but we need a D tackle in the first round. We got to eat up on the run defense. Sup, Trill? You think if Amari Cooper is available, we should sign him? Short is overrated. Would you be mad if we draft a left tackle? Because I wouldn't mind if we get him as long as he stays healthy. I don't want Amari Cooper. It's going to cost us too much. I don't want AJ Green. It's going to cost us too much. I don't want because again, I think we need to, because we don't have enough draft picks to do it otherwise. We need to get a corner. We need because James Bradbury is a free agent. Hopefully we can re-sign him. But we need corners. We really need corners, really badly. Well, I'll say again. I don't want Amari Cooper. I don't want Chris Hogan. And as far as Chris Hogan being identical to Greg Olsen, we don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Personally, if you want to keep a person that's identical to Greg Olsen, you should just keep Greg Olsen. That's what you should do. Just keep Greg Olsen. Don't try to get a substitute for that because he was still dominant. All right. Don't get Amari Cooper. He disappears in big games and he's gonna cost too much. What we need to do right now is maximize the most important pieces in free agency. The pieces that we need to be dominant right now. Even if we don't keep Cam for long term, we need somebody to protect our new quarterback's weak blind side. That's what we need. You cannot have a quarterback in the backfield getting hit consistently. Look at last year. These guys were punch drunk. They got hit so many times. What's going on, Mane 2K? They got hit so many times. Kyle Allen, Will Greer. These guys were getting murdered. Big Trust. What's going on? Shout out to Lamar Jackson. I like Lamar Jackson. Obviously he's from Broward County. So shout out to Lamar. Shout out from anybody from Florida, really. Rock with them. So you already know what it is. Chris Hogan is the number one receiver. No. That man is nowhere near as good as number one receiver. How do you feel signing Austin Hooper? Austin Hooper is He'll be good. I would more rather have Eric Ebron or maybe even Hunter Henry. I mean, Austin Hooper is good. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that. But I'm more worried about line, the D line and O line. If we can solidify that, you build backwards from that. You know what I'm saying? You build backwards. Those are the two most important. You know what I'm saying? Linebacker, obviously, we need one. Well, not we. Shaq Thompson, I think, can be a pretty good linebacker, but I do think we should still get a linebacker maybe in the second or third round, fourth round maybe, just to, you know what I'm saying, kind of solidify that position. But I would say Hooper is young. He's young. But again, do you think Falcons are going to let him go? See, you also got to remember that the Falcons, they have a lot of players. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind Eric Ebron. I wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Ian Thomas is a bum either. I think Ian Thomas deserves opportunity. So that's why I'm not too high on, you know what I'm saying, basically tight ends like that. Imagine signing Hooper, Cooper, and Jefferson left tackle. We would be the Chiefs all offense, no defense. That's the thing. You don't want to be all offense, no defense. When the Chiefs had no defense, which was not this year, but last year, what's going on? They didn't win the Super Bowl. The year they got a better defense is when they got a Super Bowl. They got Tyrann Matthews, they got Frank Clark, they got all these other guys, build them, put them on the team, and that's when they won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, AJ Klein would be a good pickup if he's not gonna cost that much because he's a really good linebacker. And even if you do get Simmons at 7, you can probably get Mike Daniels, who used to be for the Packers. There's some D tackles out there that you can get Leonard Williams from Giants. There's a few D linemen out there that you could probably get. But my thing is, worry about the offensive line and the defensive line. Receivers, I'm not too worried about because again, this is a receiver heavy draft. You got Michael Pittman Jr. from USC. You got T. Higgins. You got Laviska Schultz. You got Jared Judy, Henry Ruggs III. You got a bunch of guys. Like, I would like to draft Jeff Okda, but he's not going to be there. I'm just going to be honest with you. They're already saying he's going to be a number 3 pick. So, most likely, I would like Darius Slay too, but he's going to cost a lot of money. So, it depends. I was thinking about that too. Vic Beasley could be, you know what I'm saying, a pickup for us. What's going on? What is going on? Patrick Mahomes. Ha ha. That's crazy. I feel like Vic Beasley is coming back to Carolina. Just got her. What about Cam? Like I said, Cam, I think, what's going on, Ty Shinobu? It's stupid. But I think Cam should be back. See, Clowney is going to cost too much. You got to think about the money. Because, again, if there was no salary cap, then sure. But there is a salary cap. So you got to think about who's the best player for the least amount of money that would be a great fit for the team right now. So, I don't know, man. There's a lot of free agents out there, but my mindset is, like I said from the very beginning, I want offensive line help. If we get Anthony, Canizero, whatever his name is, we can move Greg Little to the guard position because we're going to let probably Greg Van Roten leave. Move Greg Little to the guard. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Hudson, as long as we limit McCaffrey's touches and split them with Bonifant, Scarlett, with Samuel, and more in the slot, we could win 12-plus games. Cam just needs to stay healthy. Exactly. And I think we should get like a Michael Pittman Michael Pittman Jr. from the third round, because you just need a jump ball receiver that runs good routes, and that's what he is. And he's a USC receiver, and he's not being valued as great. So you can get him in the third round, and he can do his job. He could be like, you know what I'm saying, who's a big receiver who does, a poor man's Michael Thomas, I guess. He's like 6'4". So, well, Michael Thomas is 6'5", but this dude's like 6'4", and he gets separation, so he could be another kind of J.J. Arcega-Whiteside that I was talking about last year. So all we need is a second receiver, O-line help, and D-line. Samuel is a slot receiver in my eyes. I don't like Clowney. Exactly, and that's the thing too. If you get another receiver, you could put Curtis Samuel in the slot, and we can use him like how the 49ers use Deebo Samuel because he does break a lot of tackles, because he is physical. Even if you get Laviska Schultz in the second round, what's going on, Saquon Barkley? What's going on, everybody? Even if you get Laviska Schultz in the second round, he is a 6'2", big physical receiver that can break a lot of tackles, just like Deebo Samuel was. You know what I'm saying? So that's stupid. But yeah, man, there's a lot of good players, bro. We are going 15-1, big trust. Is that the Ravens, or are you talking about the Panthers? Because the Panthers ain't going 15-1. The Ravens, yeah, possibly. Hold on. I think we Hooper. He said, "Man, we got the money. F it. Trade Cam to Miami. Get Tua, then sign Robbie Anderson, and then draft Jefferson from LSU in the second round." First of all, there's some holes in your argument. One, Robbie Anderson might not leave the Jets. They probably going to a lot of things can happen. We don't know, but that's going to happen. Two, trading Cam to the Miami Dolphins. Do they even want Cam? Because let's be honest, they probably don't want a 30-year-old quarterback. They probably want to do a full rebuild. We'll see how that plays out. And I'd like Jefferson from LSU, but he's probably going to go in the first round, to be honest with you. So we'll see how that happens. And I wouldn't want to trade Cam anyways to Miami. That would be kind of messed up. But, it depends. I wouldn't mind it because I'll be able to get to see Cam in Miami, so I ain't mad at it. Oh, exactly. If it was that easy, then whatever. You know what I'm saying? I really think Tua would be a great fit. I think Tua is the best quarterback coming out. The only thing that's hurting him is the injuries. And I think that's the issue. No one saw him ill. Oh, as backups? Yeah. I'll sign Mariota as a backup. Super Bowl MVP in the chat. Y'all tripping. Too expensive at Monday 2K. Panthers will go 11-5. Hopefully. I'm really hopeful. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what you do. You keep Cam for 1 year. You play it out. You see how things pan out, which I think Cam can still be dominant. It just, Matt Rule was an assistant offensive line coach for the Giants. I need him to revitalize this offensive line. I need them to fix this O-line quick. Would you be upset if we draft Tua somehow and let him sit for a year? Yeah, I feel like that'll be a waste of a 7th round pick. If you're gonna draft Tua, get rid of Cam. Don't do that. Don't do the draft Cam, or have Cam draft Tua, let him sit for a year. Don't do that. Me personally, if that's the case, well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that big of a waste because you're going to a full rebuild. If you draft Tua in the first round, Cam knows his time is up. So, and that might hurt you because then Cam might demand a trade. So we'll see how that whole thing happens. I don't think he'll be able to sit for a year because if Cam demands a trade, then whatever. I do miss Joe Webb. I miss Derek Anderson because he was a good backup. It's hard to find a good backup. He was a good backup. He won games for us. He was good. But unless you want to do a whole nother year of Kyle Allen, you draft Tua, Cam demands a trade. First of all, if you're gonna draft Tua, you should make that decision from the beginning. And then trade Cam so you can have draft picks this year that you could use. And then when you draft Tua or whatever, which I highly doubt because I think Miami's gonna get him. When you draft Tua, put him on the bench, and then you're gonna suck it up with Kyle Allen and Will Grier again. And then after that, you know what I'm saying, whatever, get rid of them, and then whatever. Look at every QB that sits for a year. Mahomes, most of the year. Lamar Jackson, come on now. Well, Mahomes is just a better player. Mahomes is just a very good player. He was just in a bad situation in Texas Tech. He was in freaking Texas Tech. They're not even a good team. Lamar Jackson was very good at Louisville and probably still be good in the league. It was just he was devalued because he was a running quarterback and they felt like he wasn't big enough and all this other crap. It was biased. I'm gonna be honest with you. Also, I don't know, man. As far as having them sit for a year, Lamar was in a great situation and Patrick Mahomes was in a great situation. You don't have to necessarily sit for a year to be great. Look at Deshaun Watson. He didn't sit for a year. You know what I'm saying? Look at Carson Wentz. He didn't sit for a year. Did he sit for a year? I don't know. I don't remember. But, you know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to sit for a year to be dominant. You know what I'm saying? So, well, do you think Kyle Allen a fit in Joe Brady's offense because he's accurate and he did? No, he is. Hold on. First of all, I don't get why we're saying he's accurate. He played horribly. He had the games that he won were the games where Christian took over. When they started keying in on Christian McCaffrey, he started throwing interceptions like crazy. Look from the bye week on, he was just throwing picks like crazy and fumbling like crazy. That's what the Chiefs did with Mahomes. I like Allen. He had no O-line. I disagree. I seen even when we came 49 since the 49er game, he was just throwing interceptions. He was getting hit. He was throwing interceptions. So the Panthers are going 10-6. In these mock drafts, I saw Jacob Easton and Justin Hubert going to Carolina. I don't want neither. That would be horrible. If Jacob Easton or Justin Hubert goes to Carolina, I'm pissed. I don't think neither one. If it's not Tua, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's not Tua, I don't even want Joe Burrow really. I think Joe Burrow is a one-hit wonder. I think Tua was the most consistent and is probably the best quarterback coming out. I think what happened is everybody's seen Joe Burrow play great under LSU, under Joe Brady, which I think Joe Brady's going to take our offense to the next level also, because before Joe Brady, he threw 16 touchdowns and I think 5 interceptions. After Joe Brady, he got 60 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. So I think it's more Joe Brady than Joe Burrow. I think Tua Tagovailoa is the best quarterback coming out, and if he can slide somehow, that would be great. But if he can't, then I think if anything, you're going to get another quarterback. Wait for next year. Brandon, he's just bad. Lamar was thrown to the stands when he played him. He progressed heavily. Yeah, but again, look at the system. Look at this. That one said you can't just look at the player. You got to look at where they was at. Baltimore developed him correctly. Every place ain't gonna do that. Every quarter that sits ain't good. Exactly. Nah, Wentz started immediately. See, Lamar fast can pass, just unstoppable. I heard Kyle overthrow a lot of passes. He did, and he played horribly. Yeah, Carson sits every year because he stays hurt. Y'all stupid. Patrick, true. I even saw experts having Hurts coming to Carolina. Now, Jalen Hurts, I've seen that too, but I've seen that in the second, third round. Again, I don't like Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts is not a good quarterback. I think he was in a good system, which is Lincoln Riley's system. Lincoln Riley has made the last 2 quarterbacks that was in his system in Heisman Trophy winners. Why didn't Jalen Hurts win the Heisman Trophy? There you go. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, he had a great season, but if I can't get Lincoln Riley, which we know we ain't with Lincoln Riley because we got Matt Rule, I don't want him, personally. I had the same problems in college. Herbert to Carolina. Joe Burrow would be a bust. Wish Trevor Lawrence was in this year's draft. Why would I wish, if anything, why would I wish Trevor Lawrence in this year's draft? Then we wouldn't be able to get him. That makes sense. If like, unless you want Cincinnati to get Trevor Lawrence or you want Miami to get Trevor Lawrence, we're number 7. Ain't no way we'll get Trevor Lawrence. If we draft Andrew Thomas, I would not be mad. But again, listen now. At some point, we got to address this defensive line. And I wouldn't be mad if, you got to do one or the other. If you're going to draft offensive linemen and receivers and stuff in the draft, I'm fine with that. But that means in free agency, you got to build your defense up. Or vice versa. If you, like that, what I was saying, what I think we should do is get an edge rusher because we're going to let Mario Addison walk. Get an edge rusher and get an offensive lineman. That way you attack that position. And then go in the draft and draft a D lineman. And, obviously you already got a left tackle that you can move to guard, Greg Little. And then after that, you can get corners and receivers and stuff like that. But those 2 positions are the most important. Offense and defensive line. But I wouldn't be mad at drafting Andrew Thomas. I just want to know, if you do that, you got in the free agency, you got to work towards the defense. Because our run defense is horrid. Happy birthday, Saquon. Would you be mad if we tank it out this season for Trevor Lawrence? Yes, because if that's the case, just trade Cam. If you're going to tank, just trade Cam. Because if you trade Cam, then you can get assets for him to build up the team around Trevor Lawrence when he gets there. See what I'm saying? Don't tank with a good quarterback because it's going to get you. Cam Newton by himself is going to net you like 3 or 4 extra wins. You don't want that. If you're tanking, get him out of there. Get the picks that are going to help you build the team up. So when you do get this guy, you have a team. Like, look at Patrick Mahomes. They had Alex Smith there. There was actually, getting players and building their team. And then all of a sudden they traded for Patrick Mahomes and brought him there to a team that was ready to develop, and he was able to come and win immediately. Same thing with Lamar Jackson. That team was built up for Joe Flacco, but they seen Joe Flacco was trash, so they drafted Lamar in the 30s, and mind you, they drafted him in the 30s. They drafted him in the 30s, and that's what happened. Agreed. We did waste Cam Newton's potential. Mark Ingram third. No, I'm the leader of this team, and I just can't leave. Happy birthday, Saquon. Thanks. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think we will trade Cam. I think we'll let Cam get a year finish out the year, whatever. But again, it just depends. We'll see how everything plays out. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think Cam Newton still has a lot in the tank. But we'll see how everybody else feels about it. Because I feel everybody's like talking about Tom Brady going to the Raiders or Tom Brady going to the Chargers, Tom Brady going to the Cowboys. But he's 42 years old and looked like crap this year. But everybody still thinks he's the GOAT. And everybody says he should go to another team and he'll play better, which he won't. Because he's 42 and he's not going to be good. I'm going to be honest with you. He's a 42-year-old quarterback. His time is up. But everybody wants him to go to the Chargers. They say, well, Chargers should try to go after him. Why? Why would I have a young team in Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Melvin Gordon, all these guys, and get Tom Brady 42? That makes no sense. Get a young quarterback that he can play with these guys and, you know what I'm saying, actually grow and develop with these guys. Would you trade DJ Moore in the second round for Julio? Of course. It's not even a question. Why would I? No one would do that, though. Like, of course I would do that. Julio Jones is arguably still the best receiver in the league. Like, he just on a bad team. If Trevor Lawrence goes to the NFL, he's going to be okay. I'll see. I'll just see. I don't think he's gonna be a bad player. Of course, listen, they're saying this because they want Cam in a bigger market. That's the whole thing, and it's not surprising because the way Cam Newton is, his dressing and stuff like that. He will be embraced in Hollywood. He would be absolutely embraced in Hollywood. That's a fact. So, all right, Brandon. I'm going to holler at you. I'm out, man. It's been real. Can't wait till the next video. I already know what it is. Julio is old as fuck. I don't think so. I mean, he's the same age as Cam. So, DJ Moore is a good talent. I do think so. I would sign AJ Green only on a prove-it deal. I wouldn't sign AJ Green this year because, again, like I said, there's too many receivers coming out. DJ Moore is underrated. He finished top 10 receiving yards with a... I'm not saying DJ Moore is not a good receiver. What I'm saying is he a generational receiver like Julio Jones? Do you ever see DJ Moore getting a 300-yard game? Because Julio Jones got it. Oh, Julio's 31. Same difference. I mean, we see Larry Fitzgerald is like 40-something. He's still catching passes. So, Julio Jones is still one of the best receivers out. What's going on, Rex Smith? But yeah, that's if we can get Julio, but again, there's a lot of receivers coming out. Jared Jeudy is amazing. You know what I'm saying? T. Higgins, they saying could be the next AJ Green. LaVisca, Schultz, Michael Pittman Jr. There's so many guys. Look, I understand that. But do you think, I asked a very simple question. Do you think DJ Moore can get a 300-yard game? That's what I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. And I think DJ Moore is a good receiver. But do you think DJ Moore will ever get a 300-yard game? This is stupid. I ain't going to lie. Julio Jones has been tormenting us for years. So, I've seen what he did firsthand. I've seen us throw every corner we have at him. But, like, I really like Justin Jefferson from LSU, too. That's another baller. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good receivers coming out in this draft. So, Randy Moss's son, I think he'll be a good pickup. He's just short. He's like 6'4", I think. I mean, that's not really. Is that really tight end hype? I guess. With Matt Ryan, yes, because Calvin Ridley has had a 220-yard game. Eh. Eh. See, the thing with Calvin Ridley, I'm gonna tell you why you can't say that. Calvin Ridley is benefited by having Julio Jones and what's his name, Mohamed Sanu. He was a slot guy, so of course he's supposed to be like a number one, number two receiver. So of course he's gonna dominate the number three corner, and of course he's gonna have great games. But DJ Moore's our number one receiver. If he's going against number one corners, he's not gonna have a 300-yard game. I'm just being honest with you. Like, that's not gonna happen. If he was in the slot, then that's a different situation. Because Calvin Ridley was in the slot. Like, Julio was number one target. Then you got Mohamed Sanu. Then you got him. I'm not saying we do need a 300-yard game. What I'm saying is he capable? Because the thing is, DJ Moore, like he said, he has a consistency issue, one. Two, Julio Jones is more of an all-around receiver. He's a great route runner. He's fast. He can high point the ball well. He has great hands. Like, this just is what it is. You smoking? It's okay. Y'all stupid. But hopefully we can fix the line first. Because what's the point of getting receivers if we can't get them the ball? Exactly. I wish we can use more and Samuel like Nigel Debo. Would you rather have Cam win another MVP or McCaffrey win one? I don't give a crap about any MVPs. I don't give two craps which either one of them wins one. I'd rather us get a Super Bowl. I don't care about MVPs. I mean, if Christian get one, great. If Cam gets one, cool. But the rings is what matters. The Super Bowl rings is what matters to me. I don't give a crap about that. You never had a big game against Bradbury. It's a fair question, Caleb, but that's just me. I think Thad Moss is a little overhyped because his dad is Randy. He decent. Again, like I said, I mean, if he's a later round guy, I'm not mad at it, but I'm just not too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too really. I don't really care about him too much, I guess. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If Julio had Matthew Stafford when he had Calvin Johnson, Julio's numbers would be way better. Matt Ryan sometimes is. Ingram, you better glad Kinkley stopped putting you in your place. Y'all stupid. Which is true. Luke Kinkley was amazing. I mean, I love my dog Cam. It would be great for him to get an MVP. I would love for Christian to get an MVP, but Super Bowls is what matters. That was the only 300-yard game he got. It's not like he do it every week. Yeah, it's not like he does every week, but he does 1,000-yard seasons almost every season. So unless he's injured, so I mean, DJ Moore just got his first 1,000-yard season last year. Julio been getting 1,000 yards ever since he got in the league. So, but we can argue about that. You know what I'm saying? All day. Like, obviously, you're not gonna get a 300-yard game every game, but 300 yards is 300 yards. I don't know how else to say it. Keep Cam, let him and Christian get the Super Bowl ring. Do you think if Cam is healthy and we fix our offensive line and defensive line, that's enough for a Super Bowl run? Yeah, I think it is. If we get this is what I'm saying. If we fix the offensive line, Matt Ryan is the bum. If we fix the offensive line, that means Christian's able to run the ball effectively and might have another great season. Cam has time to throw the ball. We got good receivers in DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel. Let's say we get a Michael Pittman Jr. or Justin Jefferson or whatever. One of these guys, one of these receivers. Cool. Offense is sold up. Defensive line. Then we're gonna stop the run. We keep James Bradbury. Maybe sign Darius Slay and keep Trey Boston. That'll be a good lineup. Even like that'll be a team that could win a Super Bowl. To be honest with you. So. Yeah, I think if we do the right necessary things, I think we would be able to go on a Super Bowl run. It just depends on how healthy Cam Newton is, how good the O-line is. Because at the end of the day, that's always been our Achilles heel, the O-line. O-line has always been trash under Ron Rivera. Our O-line has always been trash. Do you think McCaffrey is the best running back the Panthers has ever had over Williams and Stewart? All around running back, yes. If you want to talk about a pure runner, I would probably take D'Angelo Williams. D'Angelo Williams was raw. When he was at his best, he could run people over. He can juke people. He was fast. He was strong. You know what I'm saying? And you never had to worry about him getting stuff in the goal line. Christian McCaffrey, he's great receiving out of the backfield. He's shifty. You know what I'm saying? He's fast. But if you're on goal line, you got something out. If only offensive line was up to par, Panthers could take advantage. Exactly. If our offensive line, if we didn't have to worry about our offensive line, we'll be good. But that's why I didn't like about Ron Rivera. He never fixed the O-line, which made no sense to me. But you know, he never fixed the O-line. It was like he was against it. I don't know. I guess he had an issue with O-lines. Makes no sense. Whatever. But but yeah, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be dropping more videos, changing up the content. You know what I'm saying? Doing a little bit of different stuff. So definitely be on look for that stuff. If the corner isn't available, who are you taking in the draft? Who would be the best pick? It's between Derek Brown and Isaiah Simmons from Clemson. I kind of feel like I want to fill the hole Luke Kuechly left, but I think Shaq Thompson is a really good linebacker. So I'm kind of split. But I think if you have Derek Brown and K'Wan Short healthy together with Brian Burns and let's say you get Unique Nakwe, that's a really good pass rusher. Pass rushing. Oh, obviously, I'm going to do a mock draft video. That's going to happen. So be on the lookout for that. I'm also going to do a free agent video where I talk about the free agents that I want. Thank you, LCamera. I've been saying that ever since we lost Jordan Gross. So, you know, like I said, I've been, changing up the content. I'm also doing a lot of comedy and stuff like that, whatever. So be on the lookout for that, whatever. Things are definitely changing. As much as I love my Panthers, you know what I'm saying, I'm also trying to grow my YouTube. The goal is self-employment, so y'all know what it is. And like I said, mock draft video on the way. Free agency video on the way. Valentine's video on the way. So definitely be on the lookout for that. What else? Yeah, so those videos are on the way. Be on the lookout for that stuff. And yeah, man. Keep on checking on the channel. Rocking with your boy. Thank you for showing love, tuning in. Y'all already know what it is, man. And so stupid. We beat the Titans, you didn't. I feel like we're gonna give Ian Thomas competition. I like Ian Thomas. I do. I think he'll be a good player, but I think he was just behind Greg Olsen, which is good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Greg is good, but you got young players that's not growing behind him. So it was the same reason why we got rid of Thomas Davis. Thomas Davis was, you know what I'm saying, a great linebacker, but we never got Shaq on the field. So, and when we actually did get Shaq on the field, he played well. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace. Definitely be on the lookout for the videos, man. And yeah, I'm gonna holla at y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for showing love. Y'all already know what it is, man. Oh yeah, shout out to Kobe Bryant and Cam Newton. You feel me? That Derrick Henry truck. That was stupid.